Let's make a very healthy moimoi on a budget. This is going to be one of the most chaotic videos you'll watch on how to prepare moimoi. Today we are preparing moimoi and this is all the ingredients: fish, beans, crayfish, eggs, pepper, everything. They are all going to be listed in the description and the prices will be there too. So first of all, we are going to start by preparing our fish. It is easy. All you have to do is cut it, remove everything that needs to be removed, and just boil it up after seasoning it with season cubes and salt. Like I always tell people, you can definitely season your food the way you want it. Some people like their food a little bit more spicy, or some people even like too many mangi, that's how Nigerian call season cubes. Okay, some people like too many salt and all that, but I just prefer using the natural seasonings compared to the packed one, because that is what doctors advise. So you can season yours anyhow you want it. Since I had leftover stock, I decided to boil the fish inside. As you can see, I added more onions because I love onions so much. Make sure your fish is cooking on a low heat so that you can use the time to prepare your beans. Preparing your beans is very simple and it is very important when you are preparing your moimoi, because you can spend so much time preparing these beans if you don't do it the right way. As we all know, this mortar got here a couple of days ago, or weeks ago rather. So when I didn't have this mortar, I used to go through so much trying to peel the back of these beans from it. As you can see right now that the fish is already boiled. So let me take us back to the beans. So removing the back of these beans is actually very important. You have to pound it, not pounding it with all your strength, pounding it just to remove the shaft from it. That is why I said it is important. If you don't do it well, you spend so much time removing the shaft. But if you pound it the way you are supposed to pound it, you are going to see that removing the shaft is going to be easy. And when you've pounded it for 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe just 5 minutes, depending on how big your mortar is, mine is small, so I have to be very careful. When you are done pounding it and you are washing it, you are going to see that the shaft just goes out without too much stress, because you've already pounded almost 90% of it out. All you just need is to use plenty more water and just wash it off, just as you are seeing me do on your screen. Now take a look at this. After adding so much water, you can see that everything is just going off. This is how clean it can be if you pound it well. If you if you remove the shaft well, this is how clean it can be. All you need is just remove the remaining one, change the water, take time to change the water, wash it off, and you'll see that the ones that you have to pick is going to be very little. Okay, so after changing the water from once or twice or maybe 3 times, then you bring this shaft into your tray or your rubber and you just remove the beans. As you can see, the beans is little. The next thing you have to do is wash your pepper. While we were washing that, and I thought of boiling the eggs. I wanted to remove it from the nylon, but I just decided to leave it inside the nylon. If you leave it inside the nylon, it doesn't scatter. like it doesn't, it's just stay like that. Please understand what I'm trying to say. So the next thing is I went back to my pepper. Okay, I wanted to do this before the eggs, but I decided to do the egg first, so that while I'm doing this, the egg will be getting ready, like it will boil, you know. So the next thing, I'll just remove everything, prepare this and get it ready for blending. Okay, like I'll wash it. I love washing my pepper, my onions, in fact everything I put inside my stomach. I've said it on our previous video that I like washing them over and over, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So I take time to, like, you know, wash and wash, because all these things, they are coming from the soil, so you have to take time. And garlic is one thing I add to my food. I love the aroma, I love the taste of garlic and ginger. So while preparing my onions and pepper, I also prepare this. And you can see that the onions, this red bell pepper is much compared to the fresh pepper. The red bell pepper gives your moimoi that red color. I don't add onga, it is the red bell pepper that gives me that color. Okay, so this is what our beans is looking like right now. So I am still like washing it, cleaning the water. That is why I said this is going to be the most chaotic video you see, because the video is just, you know, scattered. I tried like bringing everything together, but please, it's stressful. I hope you understand. So by this time, I have already soaked it. So after washing everything, you have to like soak it. So after soaking it, you will just remove the water again. So this is the 3rd time I'm washing the pepper. Then I'll like add it, set it aside so that I'll just grind it. Then I'll prepare the crayfish, remove all the dirt, everything that needs to be removed. So it's always important for you to clean up your crayfish like this. And yeah, our eggs are all boiled. You can see I learned this trick from my mom, tying your eggs inside cellophane when you want to boil it. According to my mom, the eggs doesn't get scattered. I don't know if that is true, but I think it works for me. Okay, so no matter how much it boils, the thing is in one piece. So now it's time for me to prepare the fish. While I will prepare the eggs alongside with the fish, that is because the beans is all set to be blended, so we have to like prepare every other thing that needs to be added to it. So preparing the fish is not difficult. Meanwhile, I'm closing that stock up so that I'll be using it later. As you can see that my ends are clean, so I'll just like use my hand to debone the fish. Deboning the fish means removing all the bones that are inside, all the bones, everything. So just remove it and just like shred the fish. Shredding the fish means like cutting it, like pieces in it. So that's how we call it in Nigeria. So after you like pieces everything, scatter it any way you understand it, you have to also set that aside. This is what everything is looking like, perfectly done. And now it is time to like crack our eggs and peel off the back. Okay, for the last time, this is our beans. So I want to show you the time you are supposed to like blend it. When you like cut the beans and it is not strong, like it is very soft, your finger goes in very quickly, that is when you know that it is soft and it is ready for you to blend. The water you used in soaking it for like about 20 to 30 minutes, you just have to like remove that water and then it is ready to be blended. So I go in with 1 water clean water, very, very clean, and I use my hand to remove the beans. I don't like using the filter because I don't think that filter can do all the work. I don't believe filter can remove any sand or stone. So by using your hand, you'll be able to like feel if there is any stone, or you will not be able to like fetch sand. Like you can see the way it is. Like using my hand, just I feel it gives you that advantage of, you know, if there is any stone, you'll be able to remove it. So I go in with the pepper again because now I want to separate it. There are some pepper I need to blend the pepper, but I need to pound the garlic and ginger. And for the onions, I'll be blending 2 and I'll be slicing the 3rd one. So I just pour them back inside this water and like separate them, okay? The ones I separated, that's the garlic and the ginger, I'll just put them in here and pound them. I'm not blending them with the beans because I'm using the manual blender. I'm not taking it out to use the engine, so the blender doesn't really blend them. That is another reason why I got this mortar. So after blending, I slice the onions, just make it like cut it into smaller pieces because the blender might not really blend the onions, like it will be difficult for it. So this is everything, our eggs, our fish, and the crayfish. So I'll go ahead and, you know, cut the egg into smaller pieces because we have only 3 eggs and we can't afford to add 1 whole egg into 1 plate of like the moimoi. So we are just going to like pieces them. So this is what everything is looking like, and the crayfish is going to be blended with the pepper and beans and onions. So I'll just put it in, and now it's time for us to blend. I had to blend outside because I can't do this inside. So there is a socket outside my compound that I have to blend. This is also where we, like, you know, when you want to toast something, you toast it outside here. So I just felt that it was too much, so I reduced it. I don't like stress, so I have to go in with little by little, and then I'll add water so that it will be easy. When you are adding water, make sure you are not adding too much because you are definitely going to be adding warm water to the batter again. The batter is the blended one, okay? So this is what we call the batter. So this is what it is looking like. It is looking like this not because of hunger. It is looking like this because of the red bell pepper. And now we can go in with our garlic and ginger that we pounded earlier, okay? Now it's time for you to add everything that needs to be added. Your seasoning cubes, your salt, and every other thing. Like I said, you can add salt and seasoning cube to your taste. I don't really like much. I prefer to have plenty crayfish than that. I love Benny. Adding Benny to my moimoi gives me that sweet taste. It's something I don't mix whenever I want to cook moimoi, except I couldn't find it in the market. So I recommend it for your moimoi. Is essential: garlic, ginger, bell pepper, Benny. Those are the things I highly recommend for your moimoi. So at this junction, you have to like turn everything together. Like turning it makes it very, very floppy, you know. I've not added any other thing yet. So right now I'm going to add the stock. I heat it up a little bit, okay, because this is the time we have to add the warm water. So I paused that so that my sister could help me oil the container. I told her to wash it, and I needed to show you guys how I'm going to be packaging the moimoi. So I added the warm water and I continued turning it. I do spend a lot of time here, After stirring it, I have to test it. You could adjust the taste, add more of anything that needs to be added. Okay, it's actually important for you to add little, then add more if need be, than for you to add too much and then there is no way for you to remove it. So I think it's better for you to add little while you are just starting off everything. If it is not enough, then you add more and more as time goes on. Okay, so the next thing is adding oil. Okay, so this is our oil. You see, this oil doesn't really give it that color. It is your pepper, and that red bell pepper is not hot. So you see, I added too many. It is not hot. It is just for coloring. So that is what gives your moimoi the color. Okay, so we will now slice the onions. Remember the onions we set aside today. This is the right time to go in with it. My sister did a great job oiling everything for us, so she made the work easier. She just got here while I was cooking, so I asked her to help me. So now we have to add our fish. We haven't done that yet. I didn't add it earlier so that I don't get to turn and everything will be too scattered. So this is the right time for you to add the fish. Now that you need a little bit stirring. Okay, if the fish are not shredded, there is no need to add it. It is when you are adding the egg that you have to add it, if you've not shred everything. So just a little bit stir, just mix everything together and we are ready. So you start putting everything inside your container. You can use the leaf, you can use the nylon. If you are using the leaf, your batter is not going to be this watery. Okay, so we are going to be preparing that some other time. Okay, so I wanted to say something about the tripod. In my previous video, I mentioned my tripod getting damaged. Yeah, it's damaged, but I had to borrow somebody's own because content creation is not something you should leave. While I am saving to get another one, I have to borrow somebody's own. That is why I'm here shooting again, and I'm so super excited. So everything has been prepared. This is how much we have. Now we have to add our eggs. You see how beautiful everything is looking so yummy. So I was counting it. Let me see how many we have. Okay, so I'll know if the egg is going to be enough. So now it's time for us to add the oops. That went in too fast, but thank God it went right in. Next, we are just going to cover everything up and we arrange them inside our pot, and it is time to be cooked. Today I'm using quite a big pot. The pot was able to take in almost everything. It took in 8 plates, and the remaining 2 I'll be cooking them up differently. Okay, so using a big pot is actually an advantage to you because everything can just go in at once. After that, you have to add your water. Make sure you are very careful so that you don't pour water inside or on top, and then you cover it with your foil paper. This is one of the best way to cook moimoi. Just like patty jollof, moimoi needs it to be cooked, not fire. So you cover it with foil paper, make sure everything is tight, and then you make sure your heat is not too much, okay, and you allow it to just do its thing. You can check upon it after some minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, okay? You can check up on it. This is the first time I'm checking up on mine, and if you want to check up on yours, all you need to do is use a very clean fork. Just go in and bring it out. If it is clean, that means it is ready, but if it is not, that means it still needs extra time, okay? So if there is a reason for you to cook it for maybe few more minutes, there is absolutely no problem. Just do that. After some minutes, mine was ready and it is time to be served. I have to open everything like this so that I can take a perfect picture because this beauty is too much for me to keep to only myself. I love moimoi so much. You can see how floppy it is, looking very yummy. I love it so much. It is something I can eat every day if I'm asked to eat moimoi every day. So I love it. I love how this was looking, okay? And I like eating mine with gari, soaked gari. So this is what I'm going to be enjoying mine with. You can eat yours with bread, tea, pap, anything you deem fit. So this is what it is looking like, and make sure you try this recipe, okay, and tell me in the comment section what you would love me to prepare next. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more recipes like this, low budget recipe that you can prepare at home. Have a wonderful time and bye bye.